What's up mga ka-EKSENA? Welcome back to my world, ELMAR'S world, where we vlog about music and subculture in our local scene here in the Philippines, or what we call OPM. It has been a long hiatus mga ka-EKSENA, but now we are back to where it all began, but still picking up where we left off. Now in this video, we're gonna talk about female-fronted bands, but not just any female-fronted band. Oh wait, I think I've said that line before, but now I've said it again. I've gotta be in originality in that one.
I gotta be an originality.
This video is supposed to be uploaded on Women's Month, but it has long been delayed, so pardon me for that, but now it's here. And we should answer the biggest question. What is it like to be a girl in a band?
What's it like to be a girl in a band? Because, I've never been a boy in a band, so how would I know the difference?
Well, that biggest question can only be answered if you take a look at this couple of badass women in metal. The traction that women gain being in a scene which for most of the people find to be male-dominated is indeed tremendous. Not to patronize, but the Philippines is never exempted to those people who find attraction to women in a band. If a male is so attractive if he can play guitar, so is women in a band, especially if it is an all-girl band. That is the reason why some bands here in the Philippines look for girl members to be a part of their band. The scene appreciates diversity, but we can't escape the problem that most music enthusiasts find, which is making a genre. But we can't call it a genre either, but it's enclosed in a certain category which is called female-fronted. Women is never new to being part of the scene. It dates way back in the 60s with Janis Joplin, which, if I'm not mistaken, one of the earliest female singers to be a part of the hippie movement until the 70s, along with Patti Smith, Grace Slick, Johnny Mitchell, Stevie Nicks, Joan Jett, to name a few. Fast forward to those who gained prominence in the 90s. Each in their own unique sounds are Alanis Morissette, Courtney Love, Linda Perry of Four Non Blondes, and many others. I guess the term female-fronted is nothing new under the sun. Each of these women can sing in a rock band. But what fascinates most people are those women who screams heavy music. Well, one of the earliest female-fronted metal, according to my research, is the band Girlschool, which I have no idea. If people are asked to name a female-fronted metal band, most of the survey's answer is obviously Evanescence. With their heavy alt-metal / nu metal sounding riffs combined with the enchanting gothic voice of Amy Lee, female-fronted goth metal bands can be counted as heavy, but their singer is more haunting rather than aggressive. Evanescence has been a top mainstream pick for music listeners, along with their popular hits Lithium, Sweet Sacrifice, Call Me When You're Sober, Tourniquet, Going Under, My Immortal, and their most anthemic Bring Me to Life. Evanescence has been a gateway band and the household name for heavy female-fronted artists. If we go a little deeper, other artists in the likes of Evanescence are still as heavy. Bands like Within Temptation, Nightwish, Epica, In This Moment, Hailstorm, Kitty, Lacuna Coil, etc. I've mentioned a few of those in my previous vlog. During the 2000s, it's still a bit rare to hear a female screamer unless underground music is explored. Not until I've heard Flyleaf's I'm So Sick, their single with a little bit of screaming. Lacey Sturm has been the face of the band, but she stepped down in 2012 until she's replaced. Lacey is finally having a comeback during the reunion performances. Going a little deeper on aggressive female vocals, some other bands along the likes of those are as heavy. One of the many names to be dropped is the band Ginger, a Ukrainian metalcore band formed in 2008, but considers 2009 as their official year of formation. Their single Pisces is their most striking yet remarkable songs. Tetiana's voice goes from feminine in the verses to monstrous in the chorus. With that performance, Ginger has been a remarkable heavy hitter on the scene. But the earliest female metal screamer, if I'm not mistaken, is Angela Gossow, a German vocalist of the Swedish melodic metal band Arch Enemy, until she stepped down in 2014 and was replaced by Alisa White-Gluz, former vocalist of the band The Agonist. Arch Enemy is one of the household names as a heavy hitter of the female-fronted metal bands. With the evolution of music and the many innovations that are incorporated in each style of heavy music, There's no other name that shook the masses and stands out as the newest incarnation of female metal scene. Yeah, you got it right. Spiritbox. Here is a little bit of info from their website. Spiritbox are named after a device some believe is capable of communicating with the dead. There's a gleeful sense of the paranormal running through all the band do. But despite their celestial stylings, this is a group of artists who are very much brimming with life and creating something remarkable with their music. Out of nowhere, Spiritbox songs got lots of vocal covers on YouTube, and unexpectedly, their song Holy Roller became a piece performed by a 10-year-old at America's Got Talent audition. Now before we begin, I would just like to tell you that the bands that we are going to talk about in this video are mainly recommendations. Some of them are popular and in my opinion are similar to the aforementioned artists, not being considered rip-offs by any means. If you know of any Pinoy female-fronted band that are not on this list, let me know down in the comment section below. Shout out to all the Boxies. That's what they call their fan base. Now if you listen to Spiritbox, circle with me on this countdown.
It's all my negligence, your striving myself once again. Yeah!
Number 10 on this list is a female-fronted metal band from Cavite. This band is amazing and quite underrated. First time hearing their live performance of their song Mistakes on Earbender Studios, I already am amazed by how heavy this band could get. Their female vocals is quite an aggressive screamer. Just to be aware of the band's background, here is their biography from Reverb Nation. Tiwal is a metal band hailed from Cavite and Laguna. The band ventured from metal and let them incorporate other elements of the hardcore/post-hardcore genre from their conventional style. It led them to integrate other playing styles and more progressive parts in their songs, while still including the original heavy aspect. Initially founded in 2013, Tiwal has played a considerate amount of shows in Cavite, Laguna, Manila, and Olongapo, where they have shared stage with well-known bands like Sky Church, Piledriver, Arcadia, Brutal Punishment, Mortal Fear, Voice of Tranquility, Anak Dalita, Sick Pig, and many more. In December of 2013, Tiwal entered Solid Brown Recording Studio with producer Manix Chanko to record their 3-track mini-album. Right now, they are writing materials for their full-length album. Tiwal's live performances are killers. Some of the songs are Mistakes, Unang Pagsubok, Seeker of Signs, and a live cover of Asile Dying's Through Struggle. Next up, we got an all-female metal band hailing from different parts of Luzon, Philippines. There's not much of an information about them, but they're active and heavy-hitting right now. First time I've heard their MV for Malherencia, I was getting quite an impression for their dark atmosphere and aesthetics. Their logo is barely readable, and this therefore confirms that this band might be death metal. Some of Ana Maria's songs are Dysthymia, Call of the Void, Aberration, and Malherencia. Kings of July is a metalcore band from Davao City, Philippines. They are currently on a hiatus with the departure of their vocalist Chris Lazarte. There's not much of an information about them, but the good thing is they have an EP entitled Digital Karma, which you can stream on all music streaming platforms. Their recent is a remastered version of their single entitled Shots for Snow White.
Try to take it all away from me again. I'd like to see the tremor in your head. Try to take it all away from me again.
Voice of Tranquility is on the scene for quite a while now. An underrated band that played major concerts. In fact, their song Shadow Play of the Sinistress has been released by Ivory Music. Here's a little bio from their channel. Voice of Tranquility is a Filipino death metal band consists of Bobby Borja on vocals, Valentin Parco Caroche on drums, Kay Deguchi on bass, Derek De Luna on keys/synth, Jericho Rangas, and Alex Sabordo on guitars. Formed in 2003, formerly known as Skit in 2003. They released a demo in 2007, 2 EPs in 2009, and a reissue in 2013. The band has played major concerts alongside renowned international artists such as Anthrax, Filia, Death Angel, Nerve Cell, Creator, Hatebreed, Bullet for My Valentine, Asking Alexandria, Crossfaith, The Black Dahlia Murder, Goddamn, Metalheads with Broken Hearts, Harmony Drive, Asian Core, Desecrator, Argis, Arakiri, Deathtopia. Their current lineup is composed of Deda Willie de la Cruz on vocals, Valentin Parco Caroche on drums, Samad Abubakar on guitars, Jericho Rangas on guitars, Derek De Luna on keyboards and synths, and Kay Deguchi on bass. Voice of Tranquility's current single is entitled Wild Wild Wild. You should give it a listen. Up next is a female version of Children of Bodom. Is it just me, or I'm getting quite the impression for the blast beats and the vocals? Zeno Deata is quite a strange name for a band. Just to be clear about the band's name, here's a little bit of info and background. The term Zeno Deata came from two different languages. Zeno, a Greek word which means alien, strange or foreign, and Devata, a Hindu word meaning deity or god. Zeno Deata is Lube Luis on vocals, Fidel De Jesus on backing vocals and guitars, Kid Mol on bass, Matthew De Mesa on drums. Their debut Unexistence is now available and you can email them on their page. One of their songs is Of Lucid Dreams and False Awakening. You should give it a listen.
Under the lights when we stand tall, nobody catches us at all. Shout down, shoot out, reveal within without. You've gotta taste what's off to have. Spread the word throughout the land and say, black guys, we're black, we're dead, we can't come back.
An all-female Pantera tribute group. And here's a little bit of info from their website. Paying homage to the almighty Pantera, the Cowgirls from Hell deliver an in-your-face meta-attack that is true to the legacy of the greatest heavy metal band of all time. Fans want to unleash a vulgar display of power in the pit. When they hear Pantera's heavy metal anthems rendered with blistering precision by these four California female musicians, powerful and far beyond driven, these women leave audiences in shock with their ability to recreate one of the most dominating music in metal history, from shredding dimebag solos to crushing the rhythms of Vinnie Paul and Rex Brown, to harnessing the unbridled power and stage antics of Phil Anselmo. The Cowgirls from Hell deliver a live show so convincing that fans go crazy when they hear it. Headed for world domination, Cowgirls from Hell will soon be in a town near you. It's a show you won't want to miss. Well, you might be wondering how this international band made it on this list. It's because of their Filipino member. Born and raised in the Philippines, Rose de Ocampo picked up the guitar at age 12, and even though playing keyboard was her first love, the guitar was where she found her passion. Self-taught, she has accumulated various influences ranging from Filipino alternative rock to NWO/BHM to blackened death metal. Currently living in Orange County, California, Rose keeps busy working as a licensed nurse by day and by night as a guitarist of Infinite Death and Cowgirls from Hell. Cowgirls from Hell is a band you should watch out for. Another international sensation, and probably the youngest band signed to Roadrunner Records, home of the bands like In This Moment, Nightwish, and Opeth. Here's a little bio from Wikipedia. Bad Seed Rising was an American rock band from Maryland composed of four teenagers, singer/rhythm guitarist Francesca Pastor, lead guitarist Mason Geiner, drummer Aiden Marceron, and bassist Louis Peraza. They were the youngest band to sign with Roadrunner Records, a subsidiary of Atlantic Records. In September 2012, they released their first EP, 606, with the help of guitarist Chris Shiflett of the Foo Fighters. In 2013, they were part of the Bigger Than Life tour. In 2014, they released the EP Charm City. In 2015, their eponymous song was selected for the closing credits of the movie Spy, starring Melissa McCarthy. They also released an EP in May 2015 called A Place Called Home, working with Drew Folk. In 2016, the band toured with the Warped Tour of 2016. A debut album called Awake in Color was released in late 2016. On September 5, 2017, Bad Seed Rising announced its breakup, adding that there's no bad blood between any of us. We will always still be brothers and sister. The band played its final show in Westminster, Maryland on September 11. It's rare to find an info about their vocalist being a Filipino, but here is one from Liminal Concepts. My name is Francesca. I was born in Cebu City, Philippines, and now live in the incredible city of Frederick. I am an adventurous, creative human who is passionate about art, photography, music, interior design, and hopelessly in love with the great outdoors. You can read a full article on Liminal Concepts, and you can give a listen to some of their songs on music streaming platforms.
I can hear you, please say what you want. You can run, you can never close.
Number 3 on this list is a band fronted by the celebrity R.C. Munoz. This band is called Filia, and here is an excerpt of their bio from Bandwagon Asia. Beauty and madness all at once. Creation and destruction are one. To the eyes who can see beauty, Savitri Devi. To the uninitiated, understanding and fully grasping the hauntingly melodic and enchantingly explosive nature of Filia's music may be an overloaded task to take on. Imagine the disarming innocence of almost space child-like vocal strains from a front woman with a matching seductive beauty gently pulling you into a hypnotic daze. Reminiscent of nymphs of yore weaving dangerous siren calls. And just as you're about to succumb to the calls and prepare for peaceful eternal slumber, a booming voice of destruction erupts from the depths of this temptress, darkest psyche. And chaos fills the endless void in an eruption of power chords, melodic lead guitar lines, and chunky slabs of distorted guitar and double pedal drumming. To a few, this may sound like the very soundtrack to mankind's doom. But one need not worry. This is just all in day's work for one of the most explosive female-fronted bands the country has ever seen. Fronted by the alluring femme fatale, Arsimona Munoz, this is definitely not your average female pop radio-friendly outfit. Many music fans have come to expect from years of the local scene being riddled with marketing ploys of record company execs cashing in on a particular personality and her celebrity status. Hell no. In fact, Filia, the band, almost a decade in existence, has been continuing to evolve as a unit that is hell-bent on challenging, if not obliterating the norm and the stereotypes that come with it. And it's hard to resist. You can read their full bio on Bandwagon Asia, and you should definitely check out their music on different music streaming platforms.
Take a look back and see.
Coming up as second on this list, we got Even, a band with several lineup changes, from Diane to Trish, up to their current vocalist KD Dasco. This Baguio-based metal meets electronica band has quite a history, from championing the first ever Converse Get Loud band competition to having several records and gigs everywhere. Here's a little bio from Philippine Bands Podcast. Even was formed May of 2007, Baguio-based band and North Luzon representative. Even, whose song Luminary extols the virtue of holding one's head up high, taking chances and being the best that one can be, was declared the first ever Converse Get Loud Band Competition champion and the 2008 Musiklaban champion. The band which bested 4 other finalists from other regions in the Songwriting and Musical Showdown last November 9, also won the People's Choice Award. Former Sugar Free lead vocalist Evidencel, one of the judges in the contest, said that he was blown away by Even's electrifying performance. Even's music is hard to describe, but not at all hard to fathom. Deep and well thought, yet truthful lyrics woven into heavy chugs and bass, unisoned into drum lines that could be closely akin to math metal. Layered with audio samples, Even has evolved from power pop to something fans and friends might have never expected. Musically dark and melancholic, this band's future is bright. Hardworking as they are, Even is one of the most sought-after bands in Baguio. A break from trends, a marriage of old and new. They are strangely yet oddly. Even has 3 albums, namely Even, the self-titled, Retribution, and Zenith. And check out their latest music video for the song Guerrilla. Made it on top of this list are the so-called pioneers of female-fronted metal in the Philippines. Sadie, first song I've ever heard from them is Crolithica, along with some other tracks like Damien. And I've instantly got that Flyleaf vibes and impression onto them. Here's a little info from Last FM. Sadie, a monochrome of sound and art that fails the criteria of mediocrity. Over the years, this phrase has defined the music of Sadie, a 5-piece rock band formed in April 2003. Indeed, the band is best known for being pioneers in female-fronted heavy music in the Philippines, with their debut self-titled album being one of the first to showcase a unique take on the genre in the local music scene of their home country. Over time, Sadie's raw, aggressive, and authentic approach to their music has earned them a huge and dedicated following. In the 2010s, Sadie has managed to stand the test of time and continuously evolve its sound. This evolution is apparent with the band's upcoming second album, Belita, from which the singles Austin, Heather's Prayer, and Onyx have been released. The first 2 singles gathering over 100,000 views on YouTube, combined with the latter single topping the Rakista radio charts for 3 consecutive weeks. Now a stronger band than ever, Sadie continues to aspire to greater heights of musical expression and success, with mediocrity being ever absent from the band's vocabulary. Sadie is Scott Taylor, Josh Madrid, Kurt Corpus, Monks Argiles, and Carl Kliachko. Sadie's latest MV is Firefly. You should check it out and give it a listen. Out of the number of bands fronted by women, it's not about the girl in the band, but the music and the appreciation for diversity that is present on the scene. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Now if you enjoyed this video, drop a like, comment down for a shout out, share, follow me on my socials, the link will be down below in the descriptions. Subscribe to my channel and click the bell button for more updates on my upcoming videos. If you want to know more about the music scene here in the Philippines, you can watch my other videos here and here. That's it for this video. I'll see you next time.
What's